My hair's getting so long and I love it. Like, I've never even like had my hair like past here, and like, so this, I'm in love with my hair. Hey guys, and welcome back to Jody Loving Life. Today we are going to be doing, I think this is my fourth story time. Today's story time is going to be about a boy at my youth group who once lied about his age because he liked me and wanted to use me for my phone. That sounds weird, but you'll understand. So some of you may know who I'm talking about in this video, and I ask that you don't reveal his name because he could scroll across this video one day and I don't want his name to be exposed because just privacy reasons. But yeah, so we're going to be calling him Colin in this video. That is not his real name. That is just a name I picked up off the top of my head. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. It was June 9th, 2017. My birthday is June 10th. My youth group was having our yearly lock-in on June 9th. So I was pretty excited because it was on my birthday, you know. And I mean, I'm like all pumped whenever it's my birthday because it's my birthday and that day is one of my favorite days of the year. So I was excited. It was my birthday. So I was going into this lock-in and be like, guys, my birthday's tomorrow. I'm finally going to be 14. Da, 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 da. So I was telling everyone as I went in, you know, I'm going to be 14 tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. Yada, yada, yada. So there's this boy there, and I had seen him once before. And I thought, like, you know, like, oh yeah, he's kind of cute, but nothing really, like, I like him, because I kind of had, like, a boyfriend at the time. Well, then, this was a couple months after me and my boyfriend had broken up. I'm at this lock-in, and this kid walks in, I'm like, hey, yo, I've met you, like, once. What's up, dude? He's like, hey, what up? So we kind of, like, started, like, talking. I didn't really know how old he was, so I was like, so, like, what grade are you? And he was like, going into 8th grade. I was like, okay, I just got out of 8th grade. Like, that's not that big of a deal. And he was like, I was like, well, how old are you? He's like, oh, I'm 14. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like, I'm turning 14 tomorrow, like, yeah. And so I went throughout this whole night thinking that this kid was 14. And we, like, talked, like, all night, and he was on my phone constantly because he currently had his phone taken away. He was looking at music, you know, playing games, watching YouTube videos, etc., all of the above, which is fine, but it's just, I was letting him do it because I liked him, I guess. I kind of had a crush on him, and I thought he liked me. So that went on like that. We were talking, we hung out pretty much the whole time. I actually was planning on going to bed because I didn't want to be tired and sleeping on my birthday. But then he was like, no, don't go to bed, stay up, because he wanted to be on my phone. So I stayed up the whole night for this kid. One of my biggest regrets. Because my birthday that year, or like this previous year, was not fun at all. Because I was so tired. So then, moving on, a week later, we were going to our yearly Kings Island trip, which is an amusement park. And I still had a huge crush on this kid. Like, I thought he was my age. I thought it was cute. I was like, this is amazing. No. So I really wanted him to ride with us on the way there, but it just didn't work out. So I was kind of down, but I was just like, okay, whatever. So we get to Kings Island, and I don't ride very many roller coasters, and he, on the other hand, rides all the roller coasters. So he goes off with this older set of girls, and he was flirting with them constantly, but I didn't really think about it because I just was like, had such a huge crush on this kid that I'd only known for a week. So I then asked him to ride a roller coaster with me. I was like, yo, let's ride this roller coaster together because I'll actually ride this one. He was like, oh no, I'm riding with my friend. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Chill out. He then proceeded to tell me, hey, if you go on this big, tall roller coaster that I am actually absolutely petrified of, I'll ride with you. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I wasn't going to let my anxiety skyrocket just to go on a roller coaster with a boy. So yeah, like I tried to kind of like talk to him like during like Kings Island or whatnot, but like it was like, oh yeah, cool, talking to someone else, which is fine. It's just he led me on. On the way back, I told my youth pastor, I was like, you should tell Colin to ride with us. And he was like, okay. So he was like, hey, you don't have to, but you can ride with them if you want to. He was like, okay. So we're getting ready to leave, and he jumps into the car, and we're in the back seat. So it was me, Colin, my cousin, who you've seen in my videos, Logan. He said that our youth pastor said that he was forcing him to come in the car because it was a good bonding time. Which I later asked about my youth pastor, and my youth pastor said that that was a lie. Kind of fishy, huh? So then we got out to go to the gas station. I was exhausted. We go to this Kings Island trip every year. I almost always will fall asleep on the way back home because I'm so tired. Whenever we get back in the car, Colin decides that he's going to sit on the window seat, and I get stuck in the middle. I was really mad. I was like, no, I want to sleep, you know. Blah, blah, blah. I was mad. We were going to California later in the month, so I didn't want to use up all my data. But I, of course, had the huge crush on this boy that I let him take my phone and start watching YouTube videos. And he wouldn't stop. He would not stop watching YouTube videos. And eventually my mom was like, Colin, you need to turn off her phone because we need data for California. He's like, okay. Then I started to fall asleep. I was literally like trying to stay awake. And I started to lean onto his shoulder because I was falling asleep. And he was like, ew, no, get off of me. I'm like, you are literally the one that wanted to sit there. Then I tried to lean on my cousin's shoulder because I was exhausted. And of course, my cousin was like, no, Jody. So then I tried to fall asleep with my head on the rest in front of me. Did not work. So then they started pulling a prank on me because Colin knew I had a crush on him. It was pretty much obvious. And he put his arm around me and kissed me on the top of the head, and he was like, I like you. And I was like, boy, I'm about fed up with you. I don't think I like you anymore. You lost your chance. So I was like, oh. So then I didn't sleep that whole ride home, and I was absolutely furious with Colin, and I wasn't really mad with Logan. I was just like, why wouldn't you let me put my head on your shoulder? I was not a happy camper. I come to find out 2 weeks later that this kid is only 12 years old and he's about to turn 13. I spent data, time, and affection on this boy, and he was 12 years old and didn't give a crap about me. He lied multiple times to me, and I'm just like, keep lying. Yeah, keep lying. So later he was like, we were standing in this room, in this main room, and he was like, I don't remember what happened, but I got mad at him for some reason. And I said something, and to come back at me, he says, well, I used to like you. I was like, I said something like, well, I used to like you too, but that was before I found out you were a jerk. Which I regret saying, because, like, he's not one of my good friends, but I said, I used to like you too before I found out you're a jerk. And he was like, well, I don't like you anymore. I was like, it's fine. I don't want people in my life who don't care about me. And pretty much we didn't talk to each other for weeks, but then we kind of made up. And yeah, now we're all good. But that's the story about a boy who lied to me about his age because he had a crush on me. Yeah. That's the story of Colin. Great video. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give a big thumbs up. If you guys want more story times, comment down below. Subscribe for more videos like this. We are about to hit 135, which is absolutely amazing. We're going so quickly. It took me 2 years to hit 100, and now I'm almost to 150. Mind blown. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video.